Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web3 channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we're looking at Kevin O'Leary talking about Bitcoin miners and some Bitcoin price prediction based on some things going on here when it comes to essentially dirty Bitcoin miners who I think Kevin O'Leary has invested a fair amount into and is selling, as you're going to hear very soon, based on the fact that they're actually not playing by the rules that were set out.
If you were to audit one of those companies, they're going to be way offside. And so what I've been doing is selling Marathon, selling Riot, selling all of these public mining companies because I know this is coming. It's going to hit them this year and they are going to get crushed because all of their institutional following is going to leave. The solution is emerging in countries like Canada, Norway, even in upstate New York and West Texas, where these new generation miners, these new companies are setting up mining operations beside hydroelectric, wind, power, and nuclear. And
of course, what we're hearing here is ESG compliance essentially, and companies who are going to get absolutely destroyed by that, and companies who are actually working side by side with that. That being said, we're listening to Daniela specifically asking Kevin, okay, for educational purposes, where does this lead us?
Just a question for you, just purely educational. If there is this crackdown and more legislation coming towards Bitcoin mining, how would this impact price, Kevin? Would it?
I don't think it would affect price. Bitcoin will be mined in perpetuity somewhere, and there'll be these coins awarded into pools. What's going to affect price and why I'm long Bitcoin and why I'm investing all this time and money in these facilities where I have direct ownership is at some point in the next 2 to 3 years, the US regulator is going to rule on cryptocurrencies, and they will rule first on stable coins and Bitcoin itself and Ethereum and the very large assets by market cap. As soon as that happens, if I'm running a sovereign fund or a pension plan, I'm going to allocate to it probably 1 to 3%. And I want to be long Bitcoin when that happens. Because you want to talk about Bitcoin going to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, it's going to be when institutions can finally buy it. Because I can tell you with certainty right now, because I service sovereign wealth funds and pension plans in the indexing business. For all of the hype around Bitcoin, none of those institutions own a single coin. And they're not going to until their compliance departments allow for the ESG mandates to be check the box on that, and of course be compliant on the asset class itself.
So of course, where this essentially leads to, and we've heard Kevin say this over the past months, this isn't anything new, is essentially getting exposure through ESG compliant, of course, mining companies. And we're seeing some of this happening already in Canada, I believe, as well. But with that being said, that is essentially an interesting partake from Kevin O'Leary. Whether or not honestly, my guess is when he said 100, 200, 300, my guess is that is him essentially going over the mooning stage, seeing 100, 200, 300. He didn't say 400, 500, but I assume that was because that wasn't where he was going with it, and said, he had a point to make. But that being said, this man is clearly bullish, right? This man is clearly getting into it. The main thing is that he doesn't want to have exposure to any risks. As any investor, obviously you are going to be taking on risks, but managing that risk is incredibly important. That being said, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. This is the Web3 channel, covering everything happening from crypto, NFT, and metaverse news. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Web3 video.